strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen and put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They run it again with Cook. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped. But what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, and ends up spilling it for a loss.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, Cousins. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And unable to connect, incomplete. Well, give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, all is the punter Ryan Wright. Fielded just inside the 20. Now a hit and a loose football.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
Mills now looks to throw on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Mills. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. Throwing, Mills. Flushed out right. He's letting it fly for Cooks. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Vikings force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case,
look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, 73 yards. And the Vikings will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that'll make this a 6-point game. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And the Texans going to get the football one final time here in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. To try again after the sack. Mills, he's going to look deep for more. And Mills is intercepted for the third time. Picked by Cameron Bynum. Well, Charles, you're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break.
And the third interception thrown by Cousins. Picked off by Steven Nelson. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. Well, their defense got them the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We've got two. Do I hear three? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've reached halftime in a wild... Well, you can't skip halftime on Sundays, but you can right here. So it's over, and on to the third quarter we march. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Davis Mills and his Texans offense get set for another possession. Any surprise in your mind he's out there to start the second half after 4 first-half interceptions?
He's being surprised by a lot of things, partner, but in this case I'm not, because you know they want him to be their guy. And the only way to truly establish that is to give him a chance to work through some of the issues he had in the first half.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That one goes for 30 yards.
You'd think defenses might be a little more prepared for plays like this, because so many offensive coordinators, when they get the ball after a turnover, they do like to dial up a deep ball right away. And if I were a defensive coordinator in this league, that's exactly what I would say to my defense before they went out to play. In this case, though, they didn't get the message, and a big play resulted.
On second down, here's Pierce. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 42 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw, Mills. And that is incomplete.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Play action now, Mills. Flush to his right. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. Play fake. Mills out to his left. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Again, he'll drop to throw. And my goodness, another interception. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. Accelerating, and off he goes. Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost someone. San Francisco at Atlanta a few seasons ago. Atlanta throws the interception. San Francisco runs it back. Game is salted away. Fumbles on the return. Atlanta gets it back, drives down, kicks the game-winning field goal.
How about that? And a crazy situation we just saw there. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Illegal forward pass.
Yeah, we kind of sensed that one. He got a little too far forward before throwing, and that one will set them back.
And remember, at the NFL level, being aware of where the line of scrimmage is crucial. And here's the other part. Any part of the quarterback's body that's near that line of scrimmage, he's going to get the benefit of the doubt. So he was clearly over the line.
Out of his end zone, Mills dancing to his left. That's caught by his tight end, Jordan Akins. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. He's got Akins, the tight end. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's a gain of 34.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like two excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. From the 30 on 2nd down, Mills. And Cooks has it over the middle. Touchdown! Brandon Cooks. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans have evened the ball game with a chance to take the lead here in the final minute of this 3rd quarter. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that will put them on top here in the 3rd. So that drive, 12 plays in length, and it results in the Texans finding the end zone. Nwangu now from his end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good 2nd half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side.
Back now in Houston. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. Now on 2nd and 13. Cousins. He's got a man. Complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. From the gun, here's Cousins. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Off the play fake, Cousins. This ball complete. It's an out route to Thielen. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A 1st down for Minnesota. Cousins finding Thielen.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know This is where you need a quarterback.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead. So now here are the Vikings faced with a big 2-point conversion attempt. And this one's caught. And their fourth-quarter lead grows by a couple more. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Out of the end zone comes Smith. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. They go play action. Mills looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Pierce. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Mills. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks, 58 yards. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth.
Yes, it was a touchdown. And not just a TD, but how about a long touchdown? That puts them in a great position now.
And now just an extra point away from tying this thing. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Don't forget the extra point. It's something good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. On play action, Cousins. And that's complete to K.J. Osborne. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. First down, here's the run with Cook. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. They go play action. Cousins. Throw caught there by Osborne. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 44-yard line. Cook up the gut. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. From the 41, Cousins. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
And this is going to be intercepted. And the Texans are going to take over here up near the 40. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Major used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 25 yards that time. First and 10, it's Pierce. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Mills looking to throw it. He's going to find his receiver, Chris Moore. And out of bounds right around the 20. 7 yards there and a first down. Now Mills. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like that there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
He rifles complete, caught by Moore. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 15 yards there for number 15.
That's a big league job there, getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up first and goal.
They'll run here with Pierce. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth.
Well, any thoughts about overtime have ended at this juncture. That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
And rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the fourth, but they got to feel good now. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. Will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. So Kirk Cousins in the offense. Down by 7. 25 seconds remaining. Needing to go pretty much the length of the football field as they have it first and 10. Here's Cousins. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Probably time for 2 more shots, and ideally, they'd like to get to midfield or so they have a chance at a Hail Mary on the final play.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. Cousins to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get him the completion.
He's going to let it fly. He's got him in, complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Cousins. Another one on this play for Justin Jefferson. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. One last shot now for Cousins. And it's caught. It's a touchdown with zeros on the clock, and an extra point will send us to OT.
Brandon, we've seen this many times before. They've got the momentum. They just scored. Go for two and end this thing now.
Now for the all-critical extra point. And he's got it. No problems there. The extra point up and good, and we are headed to overtime. And we have free football. Overtime. Here we go, my friend.
And the way this game played out.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So the Texans will have the first opportunity here in the overtime session as we are back underway. And we will not see a return to start overtime. It'll come out to the 25-yard line. Houston set to take over. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
On play action, Mills. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A first down throw for Mills. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
That one caught downfield by Howard. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Throwing, Mills. And this will be caught. Touchdown. They needed overtime to get it done, but Quinn swallowed the call. So the game-winning touchdown came through the air in overtime. 4 quarters wasn't enough. We were treated to a really good one, weren't we, partner?
That we were, and I just love being able to be witness to a game like this all the way through. Who's going to win it? What? We're getting overtime? Great for us. A lot of tension on the field, very tough. Not surprised it ended with a passing touchdown. That's the way we play in the NFL, but the execution was pretty darn good.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. And out now come the Vikings. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Keeping the aggression going on defense in overtime here, a first down blitz.
You know you can get burned on it big time if they pick it up, but in this situation, they brought the blitz, put some pressure on the QB, and he wasn't able to complete a pass downfield.
Play action now. Cousins under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. On play action, they'll throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Cousins to throw for it on fourth. Oh, it's intercepted. That'll seal it. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to one possession game at the end,